Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Lines Forever. Today, I have a 7v7 custom match here on the most amazing Neuroxis map generator. Let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players, starting off with Team 1 in the north and ending with Team 2 in the south. Starting off with Team 1's Western player, we have in Tropical Ocean Blue. It is Ernest Haley playing as a UEF for this match as a 1900. To his northeast in Ruby Red is Kinder 5129. He is a Cybern for this match as a 1700. In the southeast direction, we have Interloper as a UEF in Light Oak 10 as a 1400. In the middle of the map here for Team 1, we have Rat Guys as a Cybern. He is a 1200. And in orange, not orange the color orange, but in Glow the Dark Green, it is Mutzo playing as a Cybern. He is a 1200 as well. To his northeast, we have in Regal Purple, it is Mac. He's playing as a Seraphim as a 1300, and rounding out Team 1 in the northeastern corner of the map, we have Dimitri 11 playing as a UEF. He is a 2000 rated player, the highest rated player on Team 1 and in the game overall. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have 3 UEF, 2 Cyberns, and 2 Seraphim, no Aeon for Team 1. Starting up with Team 2's Western player, we have in orange, the color orange, it is Strike. He is a UEF. He is a 1700. And that is Royal Blue, I believe. It is CM Nicholas. He is a UEF for this match as a 1700 as well. Yeah, it's definitely Royal Blue. To his northeast, we have in Chevy Crimson, it is Weeb. He is an Aeon, the one and only, I believe, in the game. He is a 1500. In Forest Green, the best color in all Supreme Commanderdom, it is Hyper 2001. He's playing as a Cybern as a 1300. To his northeast, we have in Pac-Man Yellow, it is Twitchy Mofo. He's a UEF for this match as a 1500. In Snow White, to his southeast, we have Sanomad. He is a Cybern for this match as a 1600. And rounding out Team 2's southeastern corner of the map, we have Rekather. He is a Seraphim as a 1500. And I will point out that Team 2's highest rated players are tied. It is Strike in orange, the color orange, and CM Nicholas in royal blue on that western side. But for Team 2's makeup overall, they have 3 UEF, 2 Cyberns, 1 Seraphim, and 1 Aeon. So the difference between Team 2 and Team 1 is Team 2 swapped out one of the Seraphims for an Aeon. And for these 14 players on the map, let's take a look at the reclaim situation. Currently sitting at 42,000 mass in reclaim, which makes it, what was that math? 3,000 mass per player? Yeah, that sounds about right. Which is definitely worth writing home about. There is a lot of that mass kind of just dotted everywhere, but there is a decent clump of it down the middle horizontal section of the map. So players, of course, as we see, are rushing to grab not only their X expansions, but also that reclaim. Talking about the mech expansions here for Team 1 side of the map, there is a quad mech on the eastern side, as well as a trimech position north of that Dimitri 11 is grabbing. 1, 2 trimech positions in the middle, and then another quad mech on the western side. There are some mechs dotted about on the more secured side of the map for Team 1. There really isn't that many mechs besides those. There's a couple of them you could maybe qualify being in the middle, at least these over here to the western side. But besides that, middle is definitely no man's land. Nothing really to fight over besides that reclaim. So we shouldn't see too much crazy nonsense in the direct middle, usually a little bit past that. Like, taking a look at where our players are headed off to in this game, it looks like it's going to be at least a 2v1, most likely 2v2, between Senoman and Rekather of Team 2 and Team 1's Mac and Dimitri 11. We do see in the middle, it's shaping up to be maybe a 2v1, maybe a 2v2 if Rye Guys goes a little bit more eastward. Mutzo on his team going after Twitchy Mofo and Hyper 2001 on the middle side of things, and then kind of dotted on the midwest and west-ish edge of the map. We have Team 2's Strike and Weeb versus Team 1's Thurnis Haley, Kinder, and Interloper. So it is 3. Oh, no, we do see CM Nicholas is inbound. So it is 3v3 on that western side as well. So pretty much everybody is accounted for. I'm just waiting on if Rat Guys goes east or west. He's just kind of sitting there hanging out, contemplating his day, thinking about what he wants to do or have for dinner, whatever he wants to do later on. We do see come on come action, maybe, possibly, maybe. No, I think he was going after just the mech. Sternis Haley and Strike are pretty close to one another, but I don't think they've actually traded blows as of yet. First gun upgrade is started by Twitchy on the eastern side, and he has the damage and range because he is a UEF. We do see drops inbound from Team 1. Actually, that's not even a drop. Looked like a drop. It was just a nice little slim guarding those mexes. We do see a couple of bombers outbound from Rekethur saying like, no, those are mine. Go away. Strike making a comment about 2 ACUs on the western side, and CM Nicholas is telling him he's inbound. Team 1 going for their first gun, coming out of Interloper. And we do see gun outbound from Kinder. We do see some strikers going to hang out and surround the comm there. Just kind of provide some support, if I can speak correctly today. And third is they most likely will assist with this comm as well. Lovely teamwork going there. Gun upgrade started here for Team 2's only UEF, sorry, not UEF, but Aeon player of Weeb. He's going for the speed upgrade first, most likely range afterwards. In a map like this, where the player's not really forcing the issue on one side or the other, I feel like range would probably be the better bet of the two to go first. I mean, I know that upgrades go pretty quickly considering, so you could go for one and then the other pretty quickly, but in terms of a more utilitarian side of things, I feel like mainly the range upgrade would be better just to do first and then go for the speed. But, that's my little 2 cents on that. More just build order things, nothing really crazy one way or the other. Anyway, western side, eastern side, Rekethur going for his quad mix position there. We do see Team 1's Dimitri 11 hasn't grabbed his yet, but looks like maybe some engineers are inbound shortly. He's just probably reclaiming. And I'm surprised he's not going for that immediately. He's kind of just hanging out. Maybe he's just upgrading his main base mexes first, and they're going to branch out. Gun started in the middle here for Team 1's Mutzo, and gun started for Strike on the western side. It is 2 UEF comms on the western side, and it is 1 Seraphim and 1 UEF. So 500 hit point difference really isn't anything to write home about or be concerned too much about. We do see T2 started for Interloper after the gun upgrade is done, and that range upgrade is started and almost going to be done by Weeb anyway, so there's my little, it was going to happen. I knew it was either one or the other than one, semantics at that point. T2 upgrade started for both Regal Purple player of Mac and Twitchy Mofo, but no come on come action has happened just yet. And look, the advanced range has also started for Weeb's comm as well. So he'll have a little bit more of advantage on the entirety of Team 1 because they don't have Aeon on their side of the map. So nice little advantage there. Maybe he'll go for tanky comm. Maybe he'll just go for sniper comm and call it a day. But in a map like this where there's really a lot of no man's land space, probably going for the 8,000 hit point shield upgrade is probably a smart idea. Just my little 2 cents there. I do give a lot of 2 cents in this game. Team 1 bombers over the top, weakening this Team 1 PD emplacement, but it's just a Team 1 PD emplacement's really nothing concerning about. Again, still not moving in for Dimitri 11. I'm surprised he's not pushing into that Trimex position right here. Oh, sorry, Quadmex, because the not engineer, but Celen's sitting on top of it. Gun started for Thurnisali as well, so we'll have 2 guns on the western side for Team 1 soon, and 1 at least for Team 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Nicholas goes for his gun upgrade here shortly. There are a lot of players from one clan called FC in the game, so I expect most of them to be on voice chat, not a whole lot of conversation in the actual chat, but we have seen some comms, so there will be a little bit of that, but I highly doubt there'll be a lot of just constant text back and forth. It'll probably be mainly between the 2 teams in all chat more than anything else. Speed and range upgrade started here for Hyper 2001 for his gun in the middle, and stealth started for the Cybercom of Santa Man. He already has his gun on board. Gun started for Rekethur on the eastern side, and gun is almost done for Rekethur, and T2 started for CM Nicholas on that western side. We do see Kinder starting to poke out a little bit, starting to nip at the heels of Strike's little Team 1 force there. Pretty much everybody should be close to T2, if not at T2 at this point. In regards, we do see 1 T2 air, 2 T2 air, and that's 2 T2 air for Team 1, and nothing T2 and T2 air. So it does look like 2 air players for each team. We'll see if they fully commit to T3, those additional players on each team, but it's going to be at least 1. It's 7v7. There really has to be 2 air players. It's just so much bandwidth to deal with 7 players. You got to have at least 2 players going for it, unless it's 1 for ASFs and then one for gunships or bombers. That does work, but usually it's primarily, you got to go for ASF as quickly as possible, get those numbers up and running. T2 still going online here for Nicholas, and Weeb does go for the shield. Most likely he heard me through the ether there. Lovely advice there, I will admit. Stealth started here for Mutzo as well. Maybe he'll go for Nano after that. We don't see Nano on Sanoman's comm. Tactical Missile started for Mac on the eastern side. He has T2 gun and now TAC Missile to load those missiles very, very effectively on board the comm. Still no comm on comm action that I have seen. Again, maybe some shots were fired between these two players of Strike and Thurnis, but I still think it was just after the mech. Stealth started for Hyper 1001 as well. So again, getting that. Oh, and that shield upgrade is still progressing. It's at 33% so far. Large group of forces here for Team 2. Let's see. That is Weeb and Twitchy Mofo engaging with the forces from Mutzo and Interloper. Nice little engagement there, but no comms. Everybody pretty much staying back, except for the western side. Comm on comm action has now occurred between Thurnis and Strike on that western side. And it is a 2v1 advantage. Sam Nicholas does not have gun on board. There's a lot of T1 units inbound. T1 PD and T2 being spammed up here to try to defend. They'll probably get some T1 spammed up very quickly. Sam Nicholas going for some right now, but there's not that much T1. So it might allow for Thurnisio to at least maybe break that position. We do see that Kinder is inbound to assist. It'll be a minute or so before he gets there, most likely just a minute. The forces are now dwindled for Thurnis Haley, but it's a lot of Mech Marine spam as well as a couple of Striker spam from Team 2. And with the secondary comm of there, veterancy will abound for Kinder and for Thurnis, so he should be able to survive that engagement here soon. We do see an attack on the eastern side by Dimitri 11. Pushing in against Rekather's position, who has gun. That's going to get stopped pretty quickly. T2 going on for his comm. And we do see Nano started for Hyper in the middle as well. Thurnis is dropping. Oh, into the red. I was mistaken. I thought he'd be fine, but I guess not. Ooh, it's going to be close. Ooh, 300 hit points remain. A couple of strikers inbound. Will they go after the comm? Mech Marine. Ooh, yeah, I thought he'd be fine, but that was very, very close. Good thing he got out of there and got that assistance from Kinder. I do believe if it wasn't for him, he would be dead right now. So he's going to probably back up, and then it'll give Team 2 a huge advantage of pushing in because it will be 2v1 if Sam Nicholas decides to engage. He does have gun on board now as well, so he can easily help his teammate right there, Extractor, push to at least the quad mech position up here on Team 1 side of the map. Tactical missile still going on the way here for Mac. That's just taking a little bit longer than I initially thought. We do see Mutzo charging forward. He has gun and stealth. No nano. Twitch Mofo moving in to just deal with that comm inbound. There is some impediments on the geographical side of things, but nothing too crazy. It just depends on when the players stack up their forces. As you can see, this little mountain kind of makes it hard to go right in to engage, but it just depends on, like I said, where the players decide to hold up. T3 started here for Dimitri 11 on the eastern side. Maybe he'll go for Billy Nuke Rush, maybe? I don't know. I feel like having no gun upgrade at all, kind of a little weird. Tac missile starting out for Interloper. And we do see, right, guys? Oh, he made a little bit. Oh, no, he's going back home. Never mind. So he has T3 air online. So does his teammate of Kinder. So that is 2 air players for Team 1 confirmed. 1 and 2 confirmed for Team 2, so that it is 2v2 in the air department. T3 land online here for Eastern player of Rekather. Now we have Hyper 2001 on a transport hanging out. We'll see where he ends up going with that. Where are you going? Going to drop right in front of the forces here as Sanoman is engaging. T2P has been deployed and will continue to be deployed, which should be able to overrun that position for Mac, but we have seen a lot of players use those close range TAC missile support snipes, so players have to be very, very careful. Shorter distance means shorter time, and shorter time to react is not good for surviving a missile like that. Nano repair started on Thurnis Haley's comm. He's almost done with that, and he'll wrap up pretty quickly. So far, no deaths at 14 minutes. We love to see that. And there's that 2 comm engagement here between Hyper and Sanoman versus Mac. Does have some T2 more support back there in the PD department. Lots of lasers focusing on Hyper 2001. Drops him into the yellow. He should be fine. He should be pretty much out of range now. But there are some units inbound from Rekather, not Rekather, but from Dimitri to assist. Again, no movement from Dimitri 11. He did grab that Trimax position. Actually, only 3 of them, because don't know why he didn't grab the 4th one, but anyway. Western side, we see Interlopo facing down Weeb with the Aeon Sniper small tanky comm. Missile outbound. Weeb isn't moving. That missile will take out all those shield hit points. And Interloper will continue to drop to about 50%. Weeb is going to be forced back. 11,000 on board still versus 7,000. Couple of forces here for Weeb still remain. It's a couple of pillars versus a couple of blazes and a couple of even songs. So again, the damage is really favoring Team 1. Missile does miss the second time, so good thing Weeb was moving. We do see that Strike is inbound on that western side. Shield not being deployed by Thurnis. He's back up into the yellow, about 50% of those hit points remaining. Missile outbound. Will it hit? Ooh, just barely misses. It actually, I think it would have killed the comm had it did land. So that was a nice close call by Team 1 and Team 2. Team 2 for missing, or Team 2 for getting out of the way, and Team 1 for almost getting it. Gun started here now for Dimitri on the eastern side very quickly, now going for shield. Not T2, but Nano started here for Reckoner on the eastern side. Team 2 is pushing into Team 1's territory here. We have Mac being pushed back, but we have Butso moving into assist. And Weeb is killed off by Interloper. Apologies for missing it. Interloper was walking him down, but it just was one of those things where Weeb got into range and then obviously can't outrun a comm because comms move at the same speed. And it was just kind of a matter of time thing. And now we have facilities being knocked down on the front line. Again, there is a TMD deployed, so they'll protect the mexes at least, but that is the first kill of the game before 20 minutes. And it is a now 7v6 game in favor of the northern team of Team 1. We do see that Mac is under fire still, but again, this is just 1v1 comm now with Hyper 2001 now reclaiming. Looks like Dimitri's stuff, so Dimitri's going to be a little bit annoyed about that. Region Aura started for Rector on the eastern side, and then we'll see him go for the rapid one, most likely, maybe not. If he's going to go nano and regen, you might as well, if he stays long-term, go for advanced nano and then maybe do regen. We do see that Team 2 on the western side slowly pushing in. It's just, going through no man's land without a return on investment is kind of rough. But if he does get to that quad mex position, he will, be able to recoup some of those losses. Straight down south here from Team 1's Interloper, just not even going any sort of direction other than just straight south. It's just a conga line down there with all those pillars moving in. That's also what helped kill off Weeb very quickly after the missile hit him, was just all the pillars just rampaging on him. And the base here that now once belonged to Weeb is under the control of Nicholas. He is getting some Harmages to assist. That should be enough. As long as he gets more Harmages to assist, that probably will be enough to deal with that pillar force on that middle side. We do see Dimitri 11 has shield gun and was that T3 on board, but he is being focused on by all of those Mantis. That is not a fun time. It is a brick mixed in there as well. We have Hyper 2001 over here to the east as well. Lots of TT units and a couple of T3s mixed in. Not really a lot of... Oh, okay, there's the Percy's, and there goes Santa Man. One more shot from Percy will kill him off. Actually, 2 more. One shot, gets a rank of veterancy, will survive a little bit longer. We do have Hyper 2001 over here to the east, kind of a nice little mountain there in the way to protect from the Percy shots. Rector inbound with Regen Ore and Nano on board. I think he has the advanced one as well. Yeah, the advanced one looks like. But Santa Man is dropping below 200 hit points. Will he recover? It looks like Dimitri's distracted by a nice other unit, but Overcharge almost kills him off. Percy shot, one of them will kill off Santa Man's comm, and there he is. There goes Santa Man. Rector would take a little bit of the AoE blast there. Now we have Hyper 2001 coming in to assist Rector. We even have Mac back here. Is he firing missiles at them? Maybe not. I don't know. I can't tell. There's a lot of yellow dots in there. And Rector is now the target of priority here for Team 1 on this eastern side. Dimitri 11 has lost his shielding, but he does have 3-star vet, almost on his 4th-star vet, which he should get here shortly if he just overcharges that Otham there. Get up some hit points. He's back up into the green. Yep, there's that 4-star vet. I think I have to split things off because there's an attack on the eastern side happening. So there's the eastern side, and I'll move there we go. And then move it over here, and then over here. There we go. We have Thurnis Haley launching an assault with Kinder to assist. And now we have, I think, Rector got to safer territory. Nano repair started here for Strike. He get hit by a missile. Looks like that's outbound from Interloper. And if Strike doesn't move, he will be hit by that missile. He will be killed off, but it forces the Nano to be canceled at the minimum. Missile is still inbound. It will miss. But again, the important thing was that the Nano was canceled. So all that mass, all that energy is now wasted. It just gets thrown into the the heap or the trash bin and whatever, and gets burned. And I think that's about it, maybe. Let's see, we have Mac continuing to assist. Missile is almost reloaded. And we do see Hyper 2001 is in retreat. This eastern side is now going to be pushed back severely by Team 1. Nicholas still standing there, getting some PD online to assist. Looks like Kinder going after the Team 1 PD emplacements to deal with that first so he doesn't have to suffer the damage, or Thurnis doesn't have to suffer the damage. Overcharge comes in. Not Thurnis, but Right Guys control case. But there's a drop inbound from Team 2's Twitchy Mofo. Goes after the entire base for Right Guys. Oof. That is rough. Couple of Percy's, couple of pillars, couple of just everything in that base. Skyboxers, that is not good for Team 1's air. Don't know how that got past him, but oof. Because there's no way they walked there, because actually, no. Maybe they did. There's a line of mexes killed, but that is not great. We do see some pillars inbound from the east, from Interloper, hoping to go after Striker. He has Nano on board as well, but that shouldn't be too bad. Looks like he fell back, got the Nano, and came back to assist, but that's pretty much the attack on that western side for now. I'll end the split and go back over and look at what's going on over there. But that was a great move by Twitchy Mofo going after the air player, or at least the middle air player of Team 1's Rye Guys. I didn't see that anywhere. It does look like it walked straight at him, because look, like there's multiple mexes dead right here, and there's nothing here. It looks like he avoided the entire base of Mutso, and I don't see anything nearby. Is there any transport wrecks nearby? I don't know. I don't see anything in particular. Oh, there's something up here. Nope, that's not it. Well, anyway, they got there somehow, one way or the other. Team 1 spam outbound from Kinder, and it's on its way to go after possibly a second airbase, which I don't think they're going to do, because there's a lot of PD there, and there's some bomber support overhead, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But great play by Twitchy Mofo. That'll get Team 2 really cooking for the double air player versus one situation. Right Guys essentially is de facto out of the game. He does have a couple of mexes, gets a T2 air facility back online, but he's going to be out of it for a while. Great move by Twitchy Mofo. Western side, Thurnis gets some parashields and now a couple of Percys to assist him on that front line. T2 PD being deployed to try to force Team 1 back, but I don't think it's going to be a couple of Corsairs inbound. That's going to just tickle the shield for Thurnis. A couple more Corsairs inbound. Okay, that's going to do a little more. That's going to do a little more. He should be fine, though. Oh, maybe. 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 It's a decent amount of him overhead. There are some ASFs inbound. Yeah, he should be fine. Should be being the key word in that sentence. We do see Dimitri 11 and Mac pushing in. A couple of forces pushing in now to try to counter the supply lines from those two players of Team 1. But I don't think they're going to get much distance out of that. There's tons of units inbound along that line, a couple of Othams. There should be Percy's coming in on the eastern side that can be diverted, so nothing really going to get pushed in. Maybe this position is going to suffer some losses, but there's no mexes there. That mex is already dead, so it's not a big deal. Don't reclaim these mexes. I want them, essentially. Yeah. So essentially that's a way to get them back up into the game. I didn't mean to click on that twice. But again, like I said, it's going to be at least a couple minutes before Right Guys is back up on his feet. ASF over the top here for Team 2 to clean out the ASFs from Team 1. Some of them did retreat, but looks like some of them did get caught. But Team 2 still holding on to that quad mex position on that western side. There's a lot more stuff there than what Team 1's sitting in up there. So if attack does inbound from Team 2, it's not looking good for Thurnis Haley on that western side. Percy's versus Bricks, and the Percy's kill a chicken. That's never good. That's going to be reclaimed for Team 1. That's not going to Team 2 by any means. Team 2 is going to try to claim it, but a couple of Ravagers also assisted with that kill. But that is a nice little match donation for Dimitri 11. We'll see if Team 2 puts any more effort to try to claim it. We do see a couple of Corsairs. Oh, needs to get underneath that shielding. Drops to 2,500 hit points. Needs to dodge. Does look like most of them are killed off, so he should be fine. And there's a ton of parashields inbound to shield the comp, so that should be more than enough. And there's a Cougar in there. That should be fine. T3 starting here for Interloper in the middle. Maybe he'll go for Billy Nuke. We have 3 UA players on each team. And Sanoman is defeated at some point. When did... Oh, yeah. We saw that happen. That's right. I was like, wait. It is a 7v5 in favor of Team 1. There is a strap on running around for Hyper 2001. That his only one? I think so. I'm trying to look at the board or the game, and I don't see anything else other than that one. He could be building a second one. It could just be sitting here. But anyway, he does have a strap bomber built. We'll see if he ends up getting any good use out of it. Maybe he'll try to snipe Dimitri's comp, but he's repping up 60 hit points a second, so unlikely. There's a lot of parachutes around him. Laser started for Hyper 2001. Interesting. Going for the early laser play, and then T2 started for Kinder as well. Team 1, like I said, 7 players left, sitting at 1.3k mass income. Team 2, 1.6. So Team 2 does have a little bit more of the lion's share of the eco. 2 players on Team 2 sitting at 480. And those are the 2 players I would expect with Rekather and Nicholas at 2 bases each. Team 1, the leaders in mass are Kinder and then Dimitri after that. Both of them only have 1 because no one's died on Team 1 yet. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win this game at 25 minutes. Map control, it's kind of 50-50. Explosion in the middle of the map. Killed off by Team 2's Twitchy Mofos. Percy's there. Mutso goes down, so it is now actually 6v5 in favor of Team 1. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win. Of course, if you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Chicken has emerged on that eastern side. Actually, that's not a chicken. That is a monkey. Excuse me, not a chicken. Has emerged on that eastern side. And looks like they're trying to keep it alive with the regen ore. Counterattack inbound from Team 1's Mac. There really isn't a whole lot here. A couple of Othams and a lot of Team 1 spam. There's also Zooey, so they're not direct fire weapon systems, they're indirect. A little bit more annoying to actually land on target, but when they do a lot of damage, so that is the trade-off there. And with Mutso dead, it does free up Team 2 to just push. Rad Guys does get a base back, and that is probably the smarter play, so you can get back up into the air. It looks like Interloper stole a couple of mexes there, but anyway. We do see some pillars inbound from Interloper to help assist the middle here. Team 1's Mutso's original base is not looking too good. There are some gunships shortly inbound to help assist. We'll see if that ends up thwarting some of that damage, but they are Percy's. They do a lot of their damage very, very quickly, so probably not, but at least Rye Guys now has some sort of a base to assist, and it's to get back in the game. And he's also Cybrant, so it's just the same tech. Just handed to him. Tactical Nuke started for Interloper. We do have the Tactical Nuke at least appearing in the game so far. We'll see if it's actually launched before he dies. Kinder going for T3 on that western side. Team 1 still holding on to this position. I am surprised Team 2 has not launched any sort of counterattack. They have been battered and bruised a couple of times, but looks like they just want to defend, which is a viable strategy because they can build up their mexes, they can build up maybe artillery, game enders, nukes, whatever, and they don't have to be launching the attack. They can just scoop up all the reclaim that sits on their front lawn kind of thing. There is a Fat Boy pushing in from CM Nicholas that will change things a little bit for Team 1, especially on that western side. Ras started for Kinder. Looks like he's going to go for A-Ras after that. And Nuke has been spotted by Team 2. Dimitri does have a Nuke online, currently sitting at 20-ish%. I really need to get that mod installed. I know somebody commented about it a couple of days ago or a week ago, whatever it was, and I just need to find it and install it. I've meant to do it and then just got distracted with work and all the stuff that happens with life and whatnot. I'm still in Hawaii, so kind of distracted with the everything. Anyway. Eastern side, a couple of monkeys and a chicken now appear on that eastern side. Team 1 has a Fat Boy, so 3-1 advantage, but Team 1 does have the range, though, in that will help out. But again, they're eco deficit is starting to show a little bit more. It's now 1.7 versus 2.1, so it's 400 versus 300. The lead is not looking good in terms of this trend line. And looks like they're even dropping a little bit more than that, and even more than that. So not good for their catching up in the game. The conversation in chat between Thurnis and Dimitri about we need Omni. And it looks like he just mentions it to everybody now. There is not an Omni sensor online for Team 1. Team 2 doesn't also have one. No, there's one right here. No, there's that. There is an SMD built here, not loaded. So we'll see where the nuke ends up going for Dimitri. But I think that's going to be a free nuke. Everybody loading an SMD. I do think Dimitri 11 will probably get a free nuke off. Oh, he's already 75% there. He is going to get a one free one, and I would assume he's going to go for one of the two air players. I would probably assume CM Nicholas because he has double base, but you could cripple Hyper 2001 easily with one nuke, but we'll see. Boo nuke land, speaking with nukes on top of that fat boy. It's going to be a little bit more than that to shoo away that thing. It's going to be at least one more to really drive the point home. Pillar's trying to get close, but there's Percy's guarding it. There's sniper bots inbound as well, so it's just not going to be a good thing for anything close range to get there. And Thurn is getting some T2 artillery online to help shoo that thing away, which is doing, I think, a pretty good job of just saying, don't go this way, go that way, don't go this way. And then Nuke should be firing any moment. Yep, 90-something%. And that chicken is inbound. There's a lot of Percy's here still, so that monkey load going in, just full sending it, probably not the best idea, but we do see that Team 2 has reclaimed their wreck, so they will be able to recover their losses there. Here's the nuke outbound. Boo nuke lands next to that monkey lord. Not monkey lord, but the fat boy. The nuke is inbound for CM Nicholas. It is going for his air grid, and he was building a satellite. Yeah, that's not going to finish anytime soon, unfortunately, because the SMD is not going to be loaded in time, so there's that. Ooh, and there's strat bombers. Ooh, they're sitting there. Ooh, that's not good. Probably should move those things. There's about 8 of them. Yep. So they're going to move, so that's probably a smart move. Here comes the nuke right over the top, and we do see Twitchy Mofo's forces still sitting here. Looks like he's going to launch another attack on Rag Guys. He's just getting beat up this game, just not getting any sort of rest. Boo nuke almost done here for strike. He's going to load that, of course, after he's done building the upgrade. And Dimitri 11 is now being pushed back by a chicken and 2 monkeys. The chicken is dead. Monkey is almost dead. This monkey has taken a hit, and here comes the nuke. I want to watch it fire load land, and then we'll go to that engagement. There goes all of that. The mexes are fine, but the air grid is not good. Not good. The air headquarters is dead, so that air grid is essentially null and void. Eastern side, back to this conflict. Dimitri 11 coming in with an overcharge, kills off that monkey, and it looks like that monkey is dead as well. Team 1 will inherit 2 Rex plus a chicken, so 3 Rex. Not the fighters inbound for Dimitri 11, but he will use the environment to his advantage to hide. Lovely use there. Some of them will hit a little bit more to that west side, but lovely use there. Weeb commenting about artillery, going for artillery next. And Dimitri 11 wants to win this game because he has a hot date or something to go to because he's like, go, 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 go. He has a nuke. He already fired it, and he knows that Team 2 is going to counter it, so he's going to go for a different strategy. Lovely use there. And here comes the Billy nuke. Kills off a decent chunk of Harbingers there. The Fat Boy's still alive and is now at 1 veterancy, so 10% more hit points on board that thing. And but Strike does have his own Billy nuke, but it's taking a minute to load. Is there enough TMD here? Which the answer to that question is probably no. Usually the answer to that question is no. Usually. Not always, but usually. We do see Twitchy Mofo now in the base for Rye Guys once again. It's not his main base, but there is a trajectory where it's going to go for that air grid, or that air headquarters, I should say. There is a monkey being built that will soon be probably enough, but there are some Percy's here, so something to watch out for when that monkey does get there. Baby Nuke lands on top of these forces once again. Was that 3 or 4 or 5 from Interloper? Doing a very good job of just shoo. Go away. Shoo. Go away. Go away with that. Fat Boy been a very, very unsung hero here for Dimitri 11, keeping 3 experimentals back. And of course, his Percy's help with that as well. How's that artillery going? Wow, that thing is going up real quick. I'm not even at 1, 2, or even 3 sim speed. That is just very quick. Very, very quick artillery piece. That should be online probably 33 minutes, about a minute and a half from now. Shielding has been built, at least for Dimitri 11. Lovely to see that. And there are just lots of base and stuff for Reckoner on the eastern side. Hyper 2001 hanging out. Has teleporter and has laser. Ooh, and he's going in. He's going in. Where's he going? He's going for the nuke. That's a move order, not a teleport order. Where are you going? No, okay, that is the teleport order. Okay, it just looks weird. No, he's going to assassinate Dimitri 11. There he is. Percy's going to lock onto Hyper 2001's comm, and I don't think you're getting out of there, sir. Oh, no, it was a lovely attempt, but the shield. Gotta build that UEF shield. That's what saved. Actually, no, yeah, because he lost another 4,000. So, yeah, that would have been enough to kill him. Ooh, nice attempt. Dimitri 11, a little bit of giving him a hard time in chat, but it is now a 6v4 in favor of Team 1. Is a 3-2 advantage. That just gives another player, most likely Nicholas, another base. So that's 3 bases for him. Juice up his ego to 1.3k mass, and there's the kill on board Dimitri's comm, killed off by the bombers built by Hyper 2001. So we'll give a nice honorary kill to him, but technically it does say CM Nicholas on that little pop-up window notification thing. Drops the game to a 5v4 in favor of Team 1 still. Boo Nuke outbound on the western side, going after a group of Percys, which are flee. They're running away from that Boo Nuke if they knew it was going there or not, which is no audible notification, so they did not. It was just kind of a nice little lucky thing. And we do see the air headquarters is fine, but the base here for Wild Guys still gone. There is a Fat Boy still here, and Rector is still pushing it. We do see that this base probably should be handed off to Mac because he's right there, but that's my 2 cents about that, because Thurnis Haley's doing this, and then this, and then this, and then this. It's just not, it's not as effective as he could be just right next to him. Huge air grid being built here by Kinder using the L method to avoid, or just the thin method to avoid any sort of cascading. Building a bomber. Love it to see that. His ASF's just hanging out above, a Billy Nuke that's inbound here shortly for Interloper's position. Oh, and it hurt the ASFs. Ooh, that was, I think maybe I caught that. Maybe I didn't get it, but I definitely saw the dead ASFs. I think Team 2 will take that. Was that a couple of dozen or so dead for 1 Billy Nuke? That's pretty nice. Another nuke outbound now from Thurnis. Now he took over Dimitri's base. Where is it going? Oh, don't tell me. Well, that base has been vexing him for the entire game, and he now has a Duke online, so that's nice to see. But we do see that chicken is inbound. The monkey is not monkey, but the fatty is dead. There's another dead chicken here, so Team 2 is losing experimental off experimental. And does Team 2's comm see the nuke inbound? Oop, somebody saw it. Strike sees it. I don't think Nicholas is getting out of there in time. And that would be a no, he's not getting out of there. Billy Nuke outbound, going to get a bunch of units here. Gets a nice little clump of Percys. CM dead. Yep. He is dead. And he notices it way too late. Here goes the base. And like we say, there's the base. There's the comm. Lovely kill by Thurnis Haley. Drops this game down to a 5v3 in favor of Team 1 still. Ravagers being spammed up to deal with this inbound chicken nonsense. And that should be enough. Maybe the nuke will be lost. That AoE is what the concerning thing is, but he is dropping hit points pretty quickly. Oh, he gets a rank of veterancy. That's never good. Yeah, this actually might be enough. Oh, it's going to be close. The chicken is dead, and the chicken, I think, is far away. I think the E-storage might be a concern. Shield's going to be built immediately. Lovely play there, and I believe, maybe, possibly, maybe, should be. That was close. I was worried about those E-storages. It did clip them, but the Pigeon looks fine, so that is that. Billy Nuke lands here. Kills off a couple of mexes here for Team 1. Nice. Awasa Bomber says, Dimitri 11, where did it go? I don't see it. Oh, it's dead. Never mind. That explains the comment. Maybe it killed off some stuff. I can't tell, but that's a bit of reclaim for Team 2 now. So a little bit of that going around, but It's nothing too bad. Team 2 did get some stuff out of it. Eventually, they killed off Dimitri 11 with some bombers, and then I was able to push in crab and chicken holding territories. That way they can grab that reclaim. Anyways, I haven't done a reclaim count. We started at 42,000, currently sitting at 228,000 master reclaim and climbing. Wow, 270 now. Geez, what experimental died? Dang. That is a lot of reclaim to scoop up enough to build anything in the game and then some. Units still grouping up right outside the Ravagers, and there's a lot of T3 parashields here for Rekather. Those are not going to live much longer. The artillery is still fine. The nuke is fine. It's killed off 123,000 mass, killed off 60,000 mass per nuke. Very, very well onto those nukes, especially the nuke that killed off the air grid down here. We do see now Rekather owns everything except for Twitchy-Mofo and Strike's original bases. Artillery landing on the air grid here, as to be expected. Well, maybe not. Maybe it looks like it's going to shift a little bit westward. Oh, it might hit that. Oh, no, it's going to land a little bit short, but looks like it's going after some mexes right now. There is a Monkey Lord online here for Rye Guys. Not really in position, but there are some sniper bots here to assist, so that should be enough to really just stem a little bit of that bleeding. There are 3 Fat Boys being built, but looks like that's the main one so far. The 1 Fat Boy should be enough for now, but there's a second chicken and a crab inbound here shortly. That's not good here for Team 1. By any means, laser started and then canceled for Rye Guys. Oh, well, that would explain it. Oh, do not get on that transport. You will die. You have to wait for the shield, the laser to stop firing. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta pick him up, gotta pick him up. Go, 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 go. Oh, it's going to be close. Gotta move, gotta move. Oh, it gets out of there. Nice. He gets out of there, but that was risky. That was very, very risky, but he did get out of there, so that is the main thing. Doesn't matter if it's risky as long as it works, right? If it doesn't work, then it wasn't worth the risk. Now we see the air grid up here for Rye Guys is unshielded, but he's fixing that here shortly. Rekather has that satellite. I wonder where they are. Yep, there they are. Found them. Is it going to be a curse of the satellite? We had that video a couple of days ago. Maybe we'll see. We do see some airlocking going on for Team 1. They don't really have anything in terms of air, but they do have a ground force inbound from Interloper, and I wonder where they're going. Yeah, I see a big, giant, fat target that says, go there. Come here. We have free snacks. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything in the area for Team 2 to counter this. Artillery striking Twitchy-Mofo's base. He's going for his own set of satellites. Eastern side, still, it is worrisome. 2 crabs plus a chicken. That is definitely worrisome for Team 1. I think that base is definitely vulnerable. There's engineers stacking up for reclaim. Another building nuke lands here. There's a lot of forces being pulled back. They're trying to intercept this group of Perseus, but I don't think that's going to work. SMD is going to go down. That's the main thing. If the SMD falls and the nuke can load in time and fire, which is loaded, so if it fires in time, that base is gone regardless of the Perseus coming to remove it. And the nuke is launched anyway, so forget what I just said, because it looks like maybe he's going after something else. There is an SMD here, and it is loaded. There's probably one over here somewhere, I would assume. I was one right there. I don't know where it is. We shall see. It's going that direction. Oh, it's going to land right here. Close fire support nuke. Kaboom! Kills off almost 2 chickens. Why did that chicken not die? It was right in front of the blast. That's kind of weird. But 1 chicken dead. Second chicken will be shortly dead. Third chicken didn't even feel a thing. And that chicken is dead. So 2 chickens dead. 2 crabs are inbound with a chicken. That did help out a lot. There's a second fat boy now online. Third one being spammed up very, very quickly. That could be enough. Bomber online for Team 1. Oh, that's going to land too short. Ooh. Super great. Should land right there. Are there any ASFs in the area for Team 2? No. There's a couple of them still remaining, but Team 1 has pretty much had air control. I did miss the air fight. Apologies for that. Teleporter started for Rye Guys at his base. Nice use strat, says Dimitri. While we're talking about this over here. 1 crab is dead. There's 3 fat boys now over here. And there's an inbound force from Twitchy-Mofo going to land right in the middle of that. They're going to walk right into that. That's going to hurt. Boom, that deserves a boom. That's a lot of dead stuff right there. That's a lot of reclaim, too. Third chicken is down. And fifth experimental now is in the yellow. And that's going to be dead here shortly. There's also a monkey that was just built. So that actually might be enough to deal with the rest of the stuff here. Strats, incoming bot says strike. And I don't think they'll go after the comm. They might go after the satellites. That might be the target of opportunity. There is a satellite on the ground for Team 1's Thermosali as well, so definitely wants to keep that. Bomb drops right here, a little bit short. Looks like it was going for the chicken. And the crab is going to still stay alive, but they're Fat Boys inbound. Bombers inbound. Bomb lines right there. They're going after those. That's one. Yep, that's more than enough. More than enough. Strat bombers inbound for something on Team 1 side of the map, but I don't think they'll get the opportunity to use them. And the bomber does kill off that crab. And the fatties actually didn't take as much damage as I thought. They were walking right into or trundling, I should say, right into that chicken fire. But that group of mass fabs and pigeons are down. There's a satellite inbound to assist as well. Strat bombers still inbound, going after the base here for Rekather, and they are everywhere down here. I thought I heard strat bombers on my eastern ear, but looks like artillery's landing over here. Ooh, we have a YOLO. We have a YOLO. We'll see if that gets built or not, but Team 1 knows about it. Nuke loaded, says Dimitri. 11. It is not, but it is close. 220,000 mass kill, but that did a very good job with that nuke. Shields keeping that base online, and there's some AA being deployed, but I do believe there might be enough. Oh, there's ASFs here. Never mind. They're off screen for a second. Will they launch their bombs is the question. Oh, there is a pigeon exposed. Oh, yep, there goes that. Yep. So 2 mass fab farms gone. Does snipe a little bit at Team 2's eco, and it actually does drop it with all of the other stuff that has happened. Team 1, 2.2, 2.1, Team 2, 1.9, 1.8. That lead is favoring Team 1 now. 4 Fat Boys online up to the north. There's a lot of reclaim on the map everywhere. Currently sitting at almost 500,000, almost 500,000 mass on the field. And that YOLO is at 33%. More shieldings being built. There's only 1 artillery, so that's not that worrisome. It's mainly the 2. Actually, 2 would be fine. 3 is definitely the problem child. Oh, look at that. Oh, what exploded? That's okay. It's a one of those. It's a Billy Nuke. Who's gonna build it first? Who is gonna build you first? He's microing it himself personally. That actually defeats the purpose. And saying himself personally, because himself indicates that he's doing it himself and personally. Versus this, I do think that somebody needs a little more shielding on Team 1 side of the map. Oh, there's a shield that went down. But there's actually not that many engineers supporting the construction of it versus Team 1. Team 1 is getting it online sooner rather than later. They're already at 50% over that. And if the YOLO comes online, that's probably game. Team 1 can just turtle up at that point and just target everything on Team 2's YOLO, and that's it. Because I don't see anything else on Team 2's side of the map that's really approaching the game ender level of not good for Team 1. I mean, some satellites being built. I mean, I was getting to that point, but nothing at that level just yet. Usually it's about, I'd say 5 is definitely a decent amount to have, and then 10 is like, okay, you have too many. There's too many satellites. I guess you can never have too many of a good thing, but moderation is very important. Variety is very important, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, a couple of chickens and crabs running around. Now the Billy Nuke going to land inbound from Interloper. But it's going to turn into a YOLO fight. It's going to turn into who can launch more nukes faster. And Team 2 they've crossed the 50% mark. You don't need surround YOLO with generators. I mean, you don't need to. It helps with the loading, but you don't need to. In the essence of protection versus loading, I do feel like that is correct. But having something around it is probably better than nothing, just because it does save on power. But It does make it a big, giant, glowing target, to be fair. So that doesn't help. But look at the nice little template formation and all that. It looks pretty. It looks great. More shielding though. Always, 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 always more shielding because you can never, 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 never have enough shielding. Ever, 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 ever have enough shielding. Never. Anyway, teleporter started for a strike. Maybe he's gonna go for a tactical Billy teleporter, maybe. But at that point, he'd have to have at least 3, maybe 4 at a minimum, and then something else on top of that to really pierce the shielding. And then Team 1's gonna counter it immediately. Nuke outbound here from Team 1 once again. Is it going for what I think it's going for? Maybe it's gonna go for a weakened power grid situation position. No, it's gonna go for the Easterns. Did you not build an SMD over there, Beckether? I think the answer to that question is yes. There was an SMD and it was destroyed, which is entirely possible. Which I do feel like I saw one over here at some point, but that could have been shifted over to the west a little bit. But there's no SMD. That nuke's gonna land, and that's game right there. There's no YOLO for Team 2. And as we say, the entire thing is gone. 44 minutes on the clock. YOLO 90%, says Kinder. He's like, please stay in the match for like a couple more minutes, please. I can fire the thing. He's expanding his air grid through his his mass FAF farm through his Haley. Has a couple actually has 1, 2, 3 satellites online now. Another billion nuke lands. Satellites over top, standing next to a pigeon is never a good idea, especially with satellites overhead. But I don't think there's enough for Team 2. And then there's the recall from Team 2. Yep, there it is. And was the YOLO built? Oh, that's unfortunate. You didn't even get to see it built. 11660 hit points. So he had 340 hit points remaining before he won. What is that? Oh, there's a Billy Nuke that landed there. I think that was from Strike. Or Strike's calm. Where is he teleported in, I guess, because that's where the Billy Nuke landed. I don't see him anywhere. Where's your comm? Oh, he recalled. Then I won't see where his comm was. Duh. But anyway, he's probably maybe in the water, I would guess. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. Do all the YouTube things that YouTube loves to see. And MVP for me, I do think the first nuke from Dimitri very, very important because it killed a huge air grid from Team 2. It did allow Ryguys a little bit more time to get his air back up and running, and then it also allowed Kinder to really spam up his air. And then it was just 1v1, Kinder versus not Twitchy but Hyper 2001 in the air. And I didn't see the air fight. I do apologize for that. It is a 7v7. Lots of crazy nonsense happens in 7v7s. And, every other match as well. But the assistance from Kinder was really nice. The strap bombers coming in, taking out the satellites was nice. The bomber was nice. But I do think that first nuke and this base staying online long term definitely set up Team 1 for success. And then, of course, gave a little bit more breathing room for Team 1 to operate with the air, get the base online, also get the YOLO almost online. So I think that was I think the definitely like the appetizer and then the entree was definitely the continued use of that base. But again, I think I got to give it to Dimitri, even though he was killed off in a strap bomber rush. I do think I got to give it to him. And then Thurnis carried that through to the rest of the game. So it's kind of both of them, but I do think it was Dimitri 11 to start with. So that's my pick for MVP. Let me know down in the comments if I'm right, wrong, kind of right, kind of wrong, that sort of thing. Really do appreciate all the comments, the likes, everything. Really, really do appreciate it. And I will see all of you in the next one.